This is Rachel, and she left a massive house in Massachusetts to live in this very tiny, very compact New York City apartment.
Now I can get anything I want.
How big is the apartment?
It's about 275 square feet.
But even though it's not the biggest place in town, she's found a way to make it work, saving thousands of dollars a year in rent.
So this couch was a free find.
Really?
On the street. It's from Bloomingdale's. It's Italian leather.
You know you're a real New Yorker when all of your stuff is under the bed. And we're here to learn why she decided to live here, how she makes it work, and if she's looking for a roommate so that she can save even more money. Is that, no?
Not a chance.
And best of all, her tiny apartment, it's right here next to the 72nd Street Q train, and you're gonna be taking the train if your goal is to save money. So the two are a match in heaven. Just like the fruits and vegetables that will increase your lifespan across from where the train lets you out. And there's coffee, convenience, cleaners, and 2nd Avenue is a restaurant crawl. Every storefront here is somewhere to get food. Not a gym in sight either, I love it. And you've got lots of options, like chicken, Persian, Thai food, brunch all day. Get that daily avocado toast, happiness, pasta bar, and we've got Turkish food. And I found a gym, but it's for your face, not your body. You'll still be out of shape, but you'll look your best. Disgusting. There's a Dunkin' Donuts here. This is why I left Massachusetts. It tastes like water. And then we got Leonard's Meats, 1910.
This is an awesome neighborhood.
It's an awesome neighborhood.
Definitely recommend moving to this neighborhood.
And how's the meat at the meat place?
The meat place is outstanding, but the prices, well, pretty high there.
What do you think? Better than Gristedes?
For sure, better than Gristedes.
Then we got burgers, Japanese, Iggy's, and we have a restaurant called the Stumble Inn. But I don't recommend going because if you stumble in, they'll probably have to carry you out. And check this out, there's actually a public pool in this neighborhood, which isn't gross. I feel like if you're gonna live in a small apartment, it might as well be near everything you'd want to have access to in New York. Shoes on, shoes off.
Shoes off.
I love it.
Me too.
How much is the rent? I think that's the first thing people are gonna wanna know.
So I now pay $1,900 for this place.
What was it when you moved in?
$1,800.
Wow.
But I was able to sign a 2-year lease up front, and so it was a deal I really couldn't pass up, especially in New York.
Do you feel like the 2-year lease is giving you some measure of like rent protection from maybe things going up? Because rents have skyrocketed, but you're saving so much money by not only living here, but securing it for like a long...
Yeah, definitely. So last year I signed the 2-year lease, which really helped me with my budgeting as well. But my landlord also just offered to extend yet another year. So I am here for at least another 2 years. Despite a slight increase, it's something I can still prepare for, which I think is really important.
So it sounds like not only did you find something that's more affordable than most apartments that are out there, it's being rented to you by somebody who doesn't care about getting every cent out of his renter.
Yeah, and it truly feels like my own. And with every project that I've done here, my landlord has been very impressed and very supportive.
What's one of these projects?
So my biggest project is my kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yes. When I first moved in, there were only these 2 brown cabinets. So I built and put up these additional cabinets, and we had to really measure and figure out what would fit.
It's a good brown cabinet, but I can see why you felt like you needed more. I think this looks really nice. Plus your guests won't get confused.
And I also added this shelf above the kitchen.
Oh, that one's there too, huh?
Exactly.
I feel like this is a lot of lost space in most people's apartments. They've got the space above the microwave and they don't know what to do with it.
Exactly. So that's why I also put in a shelf above the fridge. And this way I was able to continue to build up, add more storage for my pantry items. Now I can get anything I want.
It's funny how much space we're losing in our own apartments by not doing this. Also, I love how you've got this little 4-inch space right here, but it's perfect for the ladders you need to reach everything that you built. Was this tile here?
No.
Oh, you did this too?
I did.
Sweet.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you. So I added in another shelf here for even more storage.
Ah, okay. Otherwise, it just would have been like a junk drawer.
Exactly.
Did you build this one too?
Yes, so I was able to divide everything up by cleaning products versus sandwich bags and foil and sponges and dish towels, and now everything is very organized.
Rachel, I have a question. Have you ever thought of like teaching people how to organize their own apartment? Because I feel like I could learn so much about where to put.
Absolutely. It's something that I've learned that I've been wanting to do ever since moving in and having to really think creatively about organizing myself. And now that I've done it, I feel like I can totally do it for others.
Was it a problem that maybe the kitchen doesn't have like the latest and greatest appliances?
Honestly, no, because I do have a gas stove, which I personally feel like is a win in New York. And I've been able to get to know my oven, so now I know exactly when it has reached its desired temperature.
Yeah, really good water pressure, sink sprayer. Look at that.
This sink is actually a great size for the tiny kitchen I have because I do have to wash my own dishes. So my workstation is actually pretty generous.
I noticed we have only one outlet. Is that a problem?
My Nespresso coffee machine is always plugged in because that's the #1 priority in my life.
Every inch of this is being used for something.
Funny, a lot of people told me that the doors should be switched.
Oh, really?
The handles.
Oh, because it opens this direction?
Yes.
Do you think it's on the wrong side?
I really have no
Opinion?
personal preference, yeah.
I guess on the one hand, if it opens this way, it's easier to get a snack from the living room. But if it were to open the other way, it would be easier to get a snack from the kitchen. Now, you do have a ceiling fan, which is a luxury in New York.
Yes, it's a little dusty. I don't use it too often, actually.
Rachel, I love the trash can with the foot pedal, but if I want to snoop on your life in the closet, do I have to move some things? Is that how this works?
Yes, so you just have to wheel this out
Okay.
and open this door.
There we go. Oh, it's a really big closet.
Yeah, I have a lot in here. This is where I keep things that I don't normally need every single day.
And we don't just have one closet, we've got two. I think I'm still growing and I can't reach up here yet. How do you... Oh, okay. Nice. I guess the only danger is keeping something in here that's heavy and it's hard to get out.
Yes, which just means that I won't use it as often.
Did you put these cute little knobs here or were they here?
They were already here.
Really?
Yes.
This was meant to be your apartment.
It really was. See, it really is a 2-person bathroom.
I like how it's charming and it has, you know, a set of character to it. You've got the full tub. Do you take a bath?
I don't, but I have the bath bombs.
Ah, look at that. And they're organized on this cute little shelf. Did you put that in?
I did, yes.
This shower head doesn't even look like it's regulation size. Is this new?
It was another addition, yes.
Now what's great is it's an old school apartment, but we have a window here so you can open this up, vent it out. That way the steam has somewhere to go. I'm guessing that this bathroom is probably as old as the kitchen. Is that a good assumption?
Yeah, I think the tiles are a pretty good indicator of that.
I'm knocking things over. I'm sorry. Is that a mirror medicine cabinet?
Yep.
Nice.
And I keep
Look at all that
everything
storage. And look at that. We've got plenty of under sink storage as well. A lot of New York apartments, you know, your shower curtain might come into contact with your cabinet, but that's just reality. I love your little living room.
Thank you.
It's impressive that there's so much here. Like most people, I feel like they rent a studio and they're like, how am I gonna set this up? But you've managed, you've done it. What's the most people you've ever had over?
8.
8 people.
Yep.
That's totally possible. I don't feel like we're in a hallway. I feel like we're in a space that's good size. And you're not gonna have vision problems watching TV because that's a healthy distance right there.
So this couch was a free find.
Really?
On the street. It had only been outside for 30 minutes. I started sitting on it, laying on it, and the owner of this couch actually came out of his house and said, do you want me to cancel the trash pickup? If you would like to take it, you can. And I said, absolutely. It's from Bloomingdale's. It's Italian leather.
I love your little multi-function table. Is this also your home office when you have to maybe get something done and you're not?
Yep. So I keep my laptop for work in this table, and I actually sit at my little dining table.
And then we've got an actual place to sit and eat. You're not one of the 99% of New Yorkers who eats their dinner either in their bed or at their coffee table when they live in a studio.
I still am guilty of doing that. Absolutely.
I like how you kind of made it like a little diner with the little light there. Was that light always there, or did you put that in?
I did put that in. There used to be a lamp there, but again, I wanted to maximize my space, and it was just too in the way.
Is this an actual record player? Is this decorative? What do we got here?
Yes, this is an actual record player, and I have a small collection.
Did you find these on the street as well, or?
I didn't. I either got them as gifts or acquired them from my grandparents' house.
Robot vacuum, worth it or not? What do you think?
I think in some sense, yes. This is Eugene McLean. I found that sometimes this place can get pretty dusty, especially when I have the windows open, so he helps me collect my dust from time to time. Friend from college is visiting this weekend. We used to do duo costumes together all the time.
Nice.
So she's gonna be Patrick, and I decided to go with a box for SpongeBob.
I feel like whoever gets to be SpongeBob always wins in the Patrick SpongeBob costume, so there you go.
What can I say?
I love the shoe organizer. Everything is here, everything fits perfectly. Oh no, I did it wrong. I'm gonna get kicked out.
So I actually keep a lot under my bed. I keep extra linens.
Look at all that stuff under there.
I pull this out, there's a whole other box under there.
It's so useful. I feel like people are missing out if they don't use, or they don't get a frame that's elevated enough. What is this, like 14 inches or something?
Something like that.
You know you're a real New Yorker when all of your stuff is under the bed.
Totally. It's really the best way to do it.
Did you build this little shelf here?
So this is a floating conceal bookshelf, and I just installed it myself by drilling it into the wall with some mounts, of course. And you conceal it by putting the bottom of your first book. You just kind of put it in right here, and then...
Oh, interesting. Guys, if you want Rachel's help to get your own apartment organized, right here is all of her contact info on Instagram. Give her a follow. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming over.
If you do any crazy renovation, can we come back?
Of course.